Hello there. It has been a minute. I've been busy, I apologise. But I have my Walmart pants on, a second-hand shirt, and I'm on my third cup of coffee. It's time to paint. I only have an hour before I start shaking violently with the caffeine, so let's go. I asked you on Instagram which one of these paintings you would like to see me repaint. You picked... That's damaged. Not you, but this. A painting I did while on vacation in Sicily. Lazily driving around Agrigento. Stomach full of pasta, seafood. A time spent frolicking in the ocean. No stress. Jacked out of my frickin' skull on cappuccinos. Liam was happy then. He was really happy. And now... let's repaint this bad boy. You can tell how many takes that took because of how little coffee I have left. Let's look at this painting. I actually like this painting. It didn't turn out as bad as I thought it was going to. So let's start with the things that I do like about this painting. I like the composition. Something interesting has to happen on one of these bisecting lines. In this case, the people in the cafe, having their cappuccinos, drinking their wine. God, take me back. Because there's this deep shadow underneath this canopy, which contrasts to the rest of the scene, which is quite bright, apart from this sort of alleyway in the background, which is just subterfuge, it's just background. The dark interior of the cafe serves as a good opportunity to present highlights on these cafe goers' faces, which in this case I tried to do but didn't really achieve very well. Let's focus on trying to fix that. So a lot of my focus is going to be under here. That's where the viewer's eye needs to go. Because this street in behind points towards this area as well. There is a beam of light here. The sun is coming from this direction, and you can see it between these two buildings. There is a beam of light cutting across that street. So many lines all converging right here. And all of that starts with a good, accurate drawing. All right, let's get going. I need another coffee. Comparison, that is the original. A teeny tiny. People wonder why I never have straight lines in my paintings. And I don't have an answer for that. But I am going to pour myself a fourth cup of coffee, and then we'll begin. Much better. A reminder to you all, I don't know what I'm doing. Everything I do, take with a grain of salt. I'm going to tan the canvas. Just adding a little bit of colour to it. You can see I'm using a lot of Gamsol. I don't want it to be overpowering. I don't want it to tint every single colour I put on after it. Good base to sketch upon. The coffee's kicking in. It gives you a good base to sketch on. A nice tan canvas, a beautiful. Get a little bit paper. Just sketch it in. And I'm just wiping it off. Show the highlights. A very basic layout of the painting. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my darks. I'm going to put in my shadows. And I'm going to create that contrast very early on so that I can redefine it. I can use the dark to shape highlights and forms. But it won't be our final shadow. It is just the initial shadow. So we know that everything up from this wall is going to be dark. Everything down from this shade is dark. Now there are highlights in the shade which we have to be careful of. Adding a little bit more colour, but still we are working in shadow. Now that's done, I'm going to focus on getting my next cup of coffee down me. anxiety. That's a good coffee. It doesn't even come close to the cappuccinos I was having right here. Okay, what am I actually going to focus on now? Now that I've got a lot of the shadows down and the big shapes, I think I'm going to move into refining this area. So I'm going to go move to a smaller brush and I'm going to focus on, again, the shadows, and I'm going to work my way down. I'm going to start building the focus area, the people. There was nothing else to that list. It's just the people. That's the focus. All right, let's get going. I've noticed that the shadow that I was originally using isn't dark enough. I'm just going back in and darkening it. Because I'm not a very good painter, this is the stage that I like to redefine some areas. Nothing's right the first time you put it down. You have to be a very skilled and experienced painter to get it spot on immediately. But already, looking at this, I can tell that those shadows weren't dark enough. So I'm darkening them and I'm adjusting as I go along. It's a good starting point to do those shadows and that initial drawing. It sets the backbone and the skeleton for your painting. But then after that, you really do have to mold it and shape it. Trial and error sometimes.
Si sa, noi del sud parliamo a voce alta. Si sa, noi del sud facciamo discussione imposta. Siamo allergici.
That's the massing done. A lot of the colours, a lot of the shapes and the shadows I'm happy with. And now, it's just details. A lot of details. Should I get another coffee? No, that'd be crazy. We're gonna bang this out. I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. I shouldn't have kissed at you. I don't know you like that. Let's do some details.
Alle strisce di restare in fila non ci riesce neanche ai funerali. Si sa, noi del sud leggiamo libri a stento. Si sa, noi del sud collezioniamo caffè a scrocco. Imbattibili nel lancio di parole dai balconi. Siamo tesserati al club delle comari. Se prende spazio
That's as far as I can take it. I didn't realize that my smallest brush was this. It's a little hard to do details. All of my fine brushes are worn down to the point that, well, let's show you. I don't know if you can tell, but there's no bristle left. It's just metal. This is as far as I can take it at the moment. Not bad for 6 coffees? I might not sleep for the next week. Here it is, next to the original.
Differenza, resta il silenzio di un condominio anonimo. Porta pazienza al
Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me home, buy me a coffee, ask me out on a date, and kiss me on the lips. Because I apologize for the chaotic tone of this video. I was very rushed in making it, but I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.